Shantae seeing things look a little bit different tonight, but that's okay. We're back for another tea and things. I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We look a little different, but we here in the building, okay?
Yes, we
It's
are.
another Wednesday. We're going to sip some tea. We're going to talk about some things, some serious things tonight,
Oh
okay?
Lord,
Some real life things.
what we got going on tonight?
All right. Well, in the celebrity um,
News.
news, sorry, y'all, I'm still getting together. There we go. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
Right, right.
In the okay, so in the celebrity world, well, okay, so it was July 4th weekend. I hope everybody had a great, happy July 4th long weekend. Still going for some people, okay, but um, they had the Essence Festival in New Orleans, okay. That went good, except
Hey, and before you even get into that, my brother-in-law was playing.
I did see that. Yes, congrats to him. Tell people who he was playing with and what he
He
was
was
doing.
playing with Jagged Edge. It was amazing. You could see him clear as day. So proud of my brother. So proud.
Oh, yes, that's amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
Oh Lord. So tell us what drama happened. I'm ready.
Well, it really wasn't drama until the people made it drama. So, as we all know, Janelle Monáe
Oh
decided to
girl,
disclose
she
her
looked
breast.
so good.
She looked great to me. So, people weren't happy about her pulling out her titty, okay? They said kids were there. You know the blog's gonna come for you, sis. You know you can. They say she's trying to
Do
be
too much.
relevant by recreating a Janet. Only Janet could pull it off. Don't try. This is what they're saying.
Did
Okay.
you know who else looked amazing? Ari Lennox.
I didn't see them. I guess
Girl,
I have to go through the whole performance.
girl, I was like, I don't even remember. I never knew what she looked like, but girls, that girl is fabulous, okay?
Okay, well that is great. And she kept her titties in, right? She didn't pull them out, right? Did
No,
she? Okay.
no.
I'm just making sure. Okay, because
We just gotta check.
you gotta check. But people were not happy with Jeanette. You know what? I was a little disappointed by that as well. Because
Really?
she don't have to do it. I mean,
No.
mind you, earlier this month, well, I'm sorry, in June, early June, she did pose on the cover of Rolling Stone topless, and that was Rolling Stone. But
We doing too much.
you're at a Essence festival, and
Right.
you're not even at like
Like a private concert.
yeah, or a
I feel
club
like that's something
or a
you do at
club or
a private
something.
concert, you know?
Yeah,
Like, these are your fans, not any old body is walking up. Now, granted, I wonder if she was thinking that was okay because, like, she did perform very, very late at night. Very, very, very late.
I think she did it making a statement. She was singing one of her songs that represent, I'm free or whatever. I have to see what song it is, but and I can show my nipple and
I mean, I
blah blah
saw
blah.
it. I saw it. I was up. But
But
it
yeah,
the performance
so people was
was
just
super late.
saying, inappropriate. No, Jeanette, no.
Oh man, Eric, the haters gonna hate.
I know. Well, I mean, I tell a few of the people a little bit.
I would say yes if she was performing at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But for me, she was performing after midnight. Why are your kids out after midnight?
I don't know. I guess people thought of it as a family type Essence festival, not a
Not a strip
back it
tease.
up, whatever,
Not a
whatever.
not a strip
And I think
tease.
that people just wasn't expecting it from her. She's not I mean, it wasn't a whole lot of titty to look at. I mean, it wasn't like it was a
Right.
fucking
It was just a little
Amber
handful.
Rose or somebody like that pulling some shit out. You know
Look,
what
it
I'm
was just a
saying?
little handful.
Yeah. I mean, she had a little flower over the nipple, a little bitty flower.
Well, the funny thing is like the way that the top was made, like you could tell that there was something going on and that she was trying to do something. And so it was really weird because she kept trying to pull it down, and then when it was time to pull the boob out, it was like weird. Like the whole thing, how it happened was just strange. So it's kind of like you don't even gotta do that.
Well, that's what the blogs were saying. That's what people were saying. You didn't even have to do that. Like, you're beautiful, you're great, you had on a great outfit, you're cool, we like you. You don't have to do nothing extra. You don't have to
Right,
try,
right.
you know?
Right. I didn't get it, but I was like, okay. I mean, I knew something was gonna happen, but I wasn't really sure what that something was because like I said, like how the bikini was, it was like riding up her, like it kept riding up, and she kept trying to pull it back down. It was just
And,
weird.
and let's just be honest. I mean, and I like Janelle Monae. I'm not hating at all. But
Yeah.
when Janet pulled it for us, it was kind of like, I mean, it was like, oh my God, I saw Janet's boob. Like, it was Janet Jackson. And I like Janelle Monae, but she's not Janet Jackson.
It's like, okay, I ain't really want to see your boob.
Yeah, it was like, okay, why you pull your titty out? We get enough of that on Instagram. We could just go to Instagram and see everybody's titty. That part.
Or I could just go in the mirror and just take off my shirt.
Yeah, and that part too.
And I can see a real titty.
And a lot more.
Right.
And moving on. So Essence, they did a really great surprise for 50 years of hip hop. Did you
Yeah.
see that? They brought out Lil Wayne in his city in New Orleans. And let me tell you, because I'm from New Orleans, right? People from New Orleans, when you make it, they really
Chill
support
out.
you, support your journey. So
Yeah.
that was a big, like, woo for them. Now, that was a big surprise. Huge surprise.
So
So,
when did he come out? Because when Juvenile performed, he didn't come out then. When did he come
no,
out?
he did his own set.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
And
So I must have
shockingly, because
missed
he should
that.
have came out with Juvie.
Right, because when he did back that ass up, I was like, I just knew Lil Wayne was coming out. I was like, get ready for my drop it like it's hot, drop it
Oh,
like
that
it's
would have been the best time for them to bring him out. I'm telling you, that would have.
I
Because
know. And
for New Orleans, and I've literally been at a party in New Orleans where I'm like, what's happening? Where the DJ is like, well, everyone please stand for the national anthem. And then they drop it, back that ass up.
now that's
It's
funny.
classic. It is a classic. I love it.
That is funny.
Yes, literally. So that would have been a great time for him to come out. But the fact that he did come out, I'm sure he showed mad love to the city. I'm sure everybody went bananas when he came out.
Yeah.
Well, I watched it, so they did go bananas when he came out. And Lil Wayne, you know, he's good and he's done a lot for his city, and he's cool when he go back and
Yeah.
go to visit. So
That's
that
great.
is amazing. So Essence pulled that off,
Yep.
and then
Only
I
Essence.
got oh, go ahead.
I said only Essence.
Only Essence could pull that off. Yes. And they kept it a big secret too. Normally I'm able to find out some secrets.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wonder, I don't even think Tigger knew that because he would have told me and I would have told everybody.
So much for confidentiality.
And shout out to my brother because he did this little backstage thing, interviewing the celebrities backstage. You guys could go to the Big Tigger show if you want to see what interviews he did.
Definitely.
Also, and here in ATL, because I was not in New Orleans, but I'll tell you guys, I showed up at Alicia Keys on Monday, and she tore the house down in Atlanta. She did her thing. I have to represent for her. She did her thing.
Really?
She
Where was she performing?
she was
State
at
Farm?
State Farm Arena. Yeah. At first I was kind of like, uh-oh, Alicia, what's up with the crown, girl? I mean, I was
Oh, she
good. I
was
had
showing up
great
late.
seats, but you know, it's us. We was on CPT time, baby. We showed up and packed the house late.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, but she had pretty much, she basically had a full house, and that was good. And she
tore
Oh,
it up.
she was amazing.
So let me ask
Amazing.
you, did she have an opener? Who opened for her?
So I'm gonna butcher this lady's name, okay? But it was, and the opener was awesome, and you guys would definitely know her songs. And let me just tell you, because I'm gonna butcher her name. So let me not butcher her name. She's an Afrobeats artist, okay, and she was really good. Ladondria, I think she pronounces it. Hold
Oh,
on. Let me make sure. Let's just go there. La Bianca. Okay, I'm
La Bianca. Who?
La Bianca, yeah. But definitely listen to her music. As soon as you guys hear her music, you're gonna know it because the radio plays it out. She
Oh,
has um she's an Afrobeats artist. She has a song that I mean I actually knew a few of her songs. I was pretty shocked. Hold on, I gotta
you
get
was
this.
like, who is she?
Uh, people, what people say? Who is she?
You like, who is she?
You guys would definitely know her music. Just go look her up.
Yeah, we will.
La La Bianca.
La Bianca.
Yeah. Bianca.
B
With a
I
la
N
at the
C A.
beginning.
Bianca.
Yes. But
Okay.
listen to I would put it on right now. You want me to put something on right now?
Girl.
I will put it on right now because I know you guys would definitely know her music. And
Yeah.
that was awesome. And then moving on, and I don't know how I'm feeling about this, but I love Nelly. I do know that. So Nelly has gotten a really good deal. And Shantae, you could tell if it's us if this is good or bad. But
Okay.
Nelly has gotten a deal for $50 million. Okay. That to sell 50% of his catalog. So sell half of his catalog. Um so
Well,
it's all his albums, all his hot singles. He's won everything. He's won because he's won multiple Grammys. You know, he's won a lot of Grammys. I mean, his stuff is early 2000, so he's selling his catalog for $50 million. I think it's great. I don't know how I feel about him half owning it, and I don't know
well,
how the selling of it go, but I always would want to own more than the other party. So I have more say so.
well, the I think the big thing is that he didn't sell 100%, right?
He did not sell 100%.
So many of these artists, they sell their whole catalog, and so that's money in perpetuity. So I think because it's a 50-50, I mean, I might have did 51-49 if it were me, but or even 50.5 and they got 49.5.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard because then when it's time to do the licensing, like both parties have to agree. Like you cannot make a move with one without the other. So I don't know. It depends on who he sold it to and what type of relationship he has with them, and or do they share the same vision for what's going on with his music and stuff like that. And then at any point, can somebody else come in and become the head of whoever purchased it? So if it was a company that purchased it, can things change with corporations. CEOs get fired, they get let go. The company goes in different directions. So there's always that possibility, depending on how it's structured, whether or not it was a good deal or not. I can't really tell.
Right. But he got $50 million for it. Nelly seems like a very smart guy to me to be collecting $50 million on something from early 2000s. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well,
So I think that he's definitely probably did his research. Yes, it was a company, and I can tell you guys the name of the company next week. I know it, but I don't want to butcher their name neither.
right. You don't want to put them
But
out there.
I won't put them all the way out there. Let's let the man finish the deal. But
Yeah.
yeah, so kudos for Nelly. I think that's great. Yeah, he still
Sure.
got say so in his music. So hey, and he getting $50 million. Nelly, let me hold something, brother.
Look, Nelly, you need a side piece? I'm available.
I know, but then they even said, "It's getting hot in here." Now
Yeah,
that's still a banger. And that's still it's getting hot in here. That's still a fave, right? That's still like the party up. So
exactly.
kudos to Nelly. Well, moving on, Shantae is going to bring us into our topic of the day, guys, and I want to hear what you guys got to say because I'm struggling with this and I need some help. Okay.
So, you know how you have those friends from back in the day, right? And they're going one way with their lives and you're going a completely different way. How do you deal with people you've simply outgrown? That's the question. How do
That
you
is
move
a
on from it? How do you move on from them?
that is a really good question. So I'll tell you, getting hit up on Facebook and stuff like that on social media, that's just social media, and that's cool. I'm not discrediting social media at all. But I have people that literally constantly call me, text me, ask me to do stuff, which is really nice. And it's just, not that I don't really want to do anything with them. I've just outgrown them, like in so many ways. I have some girlfriends that, some of my homegirls that's from like back in the day when we were 18 and 20, and they still hustling men and, oh, I'm gonna get this guy to pay for this and our food and this and that. And it's like, girl, I'm so beyond that. Like, I'm so busy. I just can't take time out of my day for the shit that I'm interested
Or
in
or
doing.
or my favorite, like every time you go out, like you're about to get into a fight. Really?
Right. Like, I've totally outgrown this. Like,
Right. Or like every time you go out, like you want to go to like the hoodest of the hood spot. Like,
oh my God, I definitely have a friend like that. And I haven't even really outgrown her, but I feel like I'm always dissing her. Only because, I mean, come on, I don't need to. It's okay here and there, but every time we gotta going out, we gotta go with some shit about to pop off. I'm
right.
okay with a bougie dinner. Okay.
Every more than not.
And I am okay with that.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I just think that, as you get older and as you get mature, you shouldn't expect to stay in the same place. You should feel that you can evolve. And if you don't feel that you can evolve, then it's kind of like, I want to evolve with you, but I'm not going to stop my evolution if you choose not to evolve. I'm going to keep it pushing. Robin says, just make yourself unavailable and let them know that you can't make it. Hopefully they'll eventually get the hint. Um
that's the problem. They don't get the hit.
and see,
and,
for
and
me,
Shantae thinks it should be an honest conversation. And a conversation like that could become confrontational to me. I mean, it's like, I don't have anything against you. I don't have any beef. I still love you as a person. I've just outgrown you. So we're just into totally different things, like totally different things.
well, so I guess my conversation is more for them to have the opportunity to be able to do something different with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it could be like, hey, girl, you always want to go to that hood shit. I don't want to do that. Like, don't you want to go to Gypsy Kitchen? What's up with Southern Gentlemen? Like, don't you want to hang out at the red phone booth? And then they may be like, oh, I never thought about that. Right. But then on the same token, if they be like, nah, girl, I ain't fucking with that or whatever, you be like, all right then. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. So if you don't really want to do that, I mean,
And I think, yeah, and I think, I've outgrown that, but I'll do your thing, and a friendship, you should do my thing. That's not really my thing. I would go here and there, a birthday party, whatever, but I'm not trying to, like, do
And
all
the
that.
thing is, it's like every now and then I do like some hood shit. Let me not even lie. Like I want to go to the club where I can wear tennis shoes. I want to go to the club where I can wear some booty shorts and some tennis shoes. Like I'm not saying that I don't ever want to do it. But what I'm saying is 99.9% of the time that is not what I want to do.
Right, right. Because you just, like, outgrown it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. I'm in my
and
mid
then you have
40s
the,
at this
you
point.
know, you have
You know,
friends that are still, like, into being the mean girl. Okay, you was the mean girl in high school. It was cute. You was the mean girl as
in
you're the
your
pretty
20s,
mean girl, and
look, you was
I am just not. Like, come on, we're old as hell. Like, why do you want to be the mean girl? You know what I mean? Like, I've just totally outgrown you as a person. So I don't
and
really want to go places with you because you're judging everybody, and you're being rude and being nasty and being mean.
And the reality of it is like they literally don't even know they're being that way. Like literally don't even know.
So I guess dealing with these type of people, you should maybe, like Shantae say, have a conversation.
I
Like,
mean,
if they don't know, like, girl, you so rude to people every time we go out.
it's like, girl,
So I
I
don't want to hang
feel
with
like
you.
dealing with the drama tonight. Like I love you and you know I do. But I don't really feel like dealing with all of that. And like I got a friend right now and she still goes to the club every single weekend.
Like, at night.
And like she don't be
At
leaving.
night?
Yeah, girl, and she don't be leaving the house
Oh,
until
okay.
like midnight.
Shit.
And she be like, "You
I
not
need to go to, like, training. If I'm not already out, like, I
she be
don't leave
like,
my
come
house
on,
past like
come
9,
on,
10.
let's go, meet me here, do this, do that." And I'm like, girl, I'm exhausted. Like by the time midnight comes around, don't you know? Like I'm basically asleep. Like,
Oh, God.
like I could be getting ready, and then I'll call her, and then she'll be like, "Oh, girl, no, I'm still doing da 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 da," and I'm like, okay, there's only so much longer that I'm gonna like be awake before I'm like, hey, I'll just meet you there. But she goes to the club every single weekend, stays until that thing closes, and I'll be like,
And
really?
there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just you as a person have kind of y'all into
Yeah,
different things.
I'm not
So
doing that
you
crap
kind of
anymore.
diss her every
There.
time she's asking to go out at midnight. Shit. I mean, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. So,
Yeah.
um,
So
yeah, so
I just don't call her that much anymore. And I love her. Like I literally love her. But it's like to hang out with her, she can't just like come to the house and kick it. Like it's always gotta be some extra shit. And you be like, okay.
like, be ready at midnight.
Right. Be ready at midnight. Like I gotta take a nap at 9 o'clock, wake up at 11:30, and still know that I'm not gonna beat her there. I mean, and that I know that I'm still gonna beat her there if I leave at 11:30 at night and be waiting in my car for her to get there.
Lord. Yeah, so I mean, I like what Robin said about, that's what I normally do what Robin said. Like, I'm just always like, oh, I'm so busy, whatever. But you start to kind of feel bad because this is your friend, and you've just kind of outgrown them.
Yeah.
You've just went in a whole different direction. So dealing with them is like not even something you want to put any effort into doing it. And
Yeah.
is it wrong? It could be wrong.
I mean,
But it's not like you're inviting them places and they're going, and every time they invite you, you're not going. It's like you're really just not really being bothered.
yeah, I agree. I mean, so I think the best thing to do I mean, you can either like try to see if they'll get the hint, but for me, I'm gonna probably be straight up and say, "Hey, look, this, I really don't want to do that. And like, if you want to hang out with me, here's the things that I want to do." And like, you can either, I don't gotta say I outgrew you. I'm just gonna say this is what I'm doing now. So you either fuck with it or you.
Right.
I mean,
Right. This is kind of where I'm at now. Yeah, that's a good way to handle it.
yeah.
You know?
And like, I mean, I'm trying to, and a lot of the times they'll take themselves out of the equation because they know they don't want to do that or they can't afford to do it or whatever the case may be. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I've had some friends be like, "Oh, you so bougie now. Oh, you this, you that." I'm like, I probably am, but I really ain't trying to kick it like the way you're kicking it.
I
So
feel you. Yeah. So, you know, everybody just not in, you just outgrow some people. And it's sad. I mean, I have people from like when I was 14 years old still call me, hey, when you come in town, do you want to do this and that? And girl, absolutely not.
you be like,
Hell no. Hell no. I done been
uh.
there and done that.
All right, so
But we're planning a trip. If you want to come on a trip, I mean, I'm
yeah,
open to that kind of stuff
exactly, exactly. That'll shut them up real quick.
now.
So we got about 4 more minutes, and I'm gonna give y'all a little 4 minute tip, right? So I love to travel, right? Love, love, love to travel. But what I don't like to do is always have the money up front. So I always like to travel through a Delta vacations, an American airline vacations, a Southwest vacation. This allows you to choose your destination and make payment plans on the vacation for, 9, 10 months before you travel. This is a perfect way to plan what you're doing. They don't charge any interest or anything like that. So it's just straight cash. You're able to plan a fabulous vacation and it's not going to break the piggy bank all at once. So I definitely think that if you have the time to do the research, you can simply call them up. Each one of the airlines have different locations that they go to. So let's say if you're doing Delta vacations, they may only go to Mexico, Dominican Republic, and I don't know. Let's just say Jamaica, right? I'm just making them up. But American might go to like Aruba or a couple of different destinations. So, I say that if you really, really, really want to take a trip, and you don't really have the funds to do it all at once, certainly take a look at these different airlines because they definitely offer these packages that make it super, super easy for you to travel.
Oh, that's really good and really amazing. And a lot of times you might want to go through a bigger company or something like that in case hurricanes or whatever. That way your money's safe. You're with a huge company where you could get your money back.
That's correct.
And that's a big deal.
So I
Okay.
hope to see you guys jet setting. Next week, we're going to be on a short little hiatus, but we will be back the following week and we certainly will have some topics to talk about. Let me just tell you, because one week, if you miss one week, you miss a lot.
Yeah. 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 In this world.
So that's our time, folks. We love you. Mwah!
See you next Wednesday.
Bye.